They made a choose-your-own-adventure book for the Muppets.
That's a terrible idea.
I know what ending I would choose.
Oh, what ending is that?
The ending where I choose not to read the book.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Argo Funk Book Review. Argo Funk Book Review.
You're a kid trying to fix your bike when the Muppets come running down the street. They're chasing after Camilla and the other chickens. Kermit sees your bicycle and asks for help. If you're cautious and decide to fix the brakes on your bike first, Gonzo messes things up. He jumps on the bike backwards and crashes it into a river. Your bike is destroyed, but Gonzo comes up with a new underwater bicycle fish act. If you try to save Gonzo, he's too busy singing Bicycle Built for Two to be of any help. You both crash onto a barge where two criminals are trying to make a getaway with 578 stolen bowling balls. If you jump off the barge to the left, you end up in Atlantis, where mermaid Miss Piggy treats you well. When you return home in 3 days, everyone thinks you're crazy and send Dr. Rolf to examine you. I am disappointed that Miss Piggy and Rolf aren't in the story, they're just in the illustrations. When Miss Piggy finds out she's not in this Muppet adventure, she's probably going to have an angry phone call with her agent. If you jump off the barge to the right, you see Animal and Robin in the water. Robin and 12 frog friends will save you in order to get Frog Troop life-saving badges. Animal and Gonzo will visit your house for dinner. Animal eats all the doorknobs and Gonzo eats the toothpaste. Your parents never trust you to bring friends over for dinner again. If you stay on the barge, the criminals discover you. Gonzo will convince them to join the Muppet Show as flea mind readers. Or you can fall off the barge. Don't worry, this is the last ending of the book where someone jumps into the water. It's a bad ending. You are rescued by a boat that is going to the South Pole to count penguins. Now you'll be stuck with penguins for years. Those are all the possible stories you can get if Gonzo jumps on your bicycle. I did not expect Gonzo to take up half the book. Let's go back to the first decision of the book. If you decide to help the Muppets right away, there's the option of doing Fozzie's storyline. You use Fozzie's bow tie as a flag in order to stop a train. The train is selling used blimps. Fozzie gets one for a nickel. You can ride with him on the blimp, only to crash land on an island of bad comedians. Fozzie is made the king, and you spend the rest of your life trying desperately to get away. Alternately, Fozzie uses the blimp to make bow ties for bears, and now every bear in the world is telling terrible jokes. So no matter which option you pick for Fozzie, you're stuck with tired stand-up routines forever. Instead of stopping the train, you can save the chickens by loudly talking about the Chicken of the Year contest. All the chickens flock to you, and the Muppets gratefully invite you to visit their show. But, Waldorf and Statler have booby-trapped the theater in an attempt to stop the show. If you're scared to enter, a giant chicken car shows up and gives Camilla the Chicken of the Year contest award. Good for her! And that's kind of the cover scene of the book. At least it's as close as the book gets to what's on the cover. Or you can go inside the theater. The booby trap was a bucket of water over the door, which falls on Statler and Waldorf. Scooter rushes in and says there are 2 acts which need help. You can do the spaghetti juggling act, which causes you to become world famous. Or you can do the monster act, where you write a simple song called "It's time to meet the monsters, it's time to run in fright." Instead of going to the Muppet Theater, you can get a special meal from the Swedish chef. He has Dorbentuten, a disgusting turnip meal. Luckily, it gets up and dances away, so you don't have to eat it. Swedish chef also has Florgenborp, but you mispronounce it and summon a genie by accident. The genie has a wish in both hands. The right hand turns you into a frog. Kermit is excited to help you get used to frog life. The illustration shows you as a female frog with lipstick and eyelashes. I sure hope Kermit isn't getting any ideas about a new frog girlfriend. The genie's left hand takes you to the last page of the book, where you wish for the Muppets to live happily ever after. The end. Post-book follow-up. I'm not sure what I was expecting from this book, but this is not it. It's very short and heavily illustrated. It was rare to get a full page of text. I mentioned the lack of a Miss Piggy pathway. She appears as a background character a bit, and maybe says 3 or 4 sentences. Kermit is also a bit of a background character, although he talks more often than Piggy, since he's the leader of the group and speaks for everyone. Some of the jokes in the book were good. Some of them were weird. I guess it's like the show that way. Overall, it's an okay choose-your-own-adventure book. Kids who like the show would probably enjoy it. If you want to read every pathway, it takes about an hour. Just don't take the story too seriously, and you'll be fine. Still, it's not that good. I can understand why the book didn't catch on. It doesn't seem like it got a second printing. I give You Are the Star of a Muppet Adventure a 2 out of 10.